Avinash travelled 42 kilometers 365 meters by bus, 12 kilometers 460 meters by car and walked 640 meters. How many kilometers did he travel altogether? You have to write your answer in decimal fractions. So what we will do, first we will convert this kilometer meter in decimal number, that is 42 kilometer 365 meters can be written as 42.365 kilometer. So that's what we are going to do for each and every fraction and then add them. So let's see the solution. Distance travelled by bus is equal to 42 kilometers 365 meters. You can show the conversion as shown here, is equal to 42 kilometers plus 365 meters is equal to 42 kilometers plus 365 upon 1000 kilometer, because 1 kilometer is equal to 1000 meters, which is equal to 42 kilometer plus 0.365. We convert it into decimal number, is equal to 42.365 kilometer. Now, is it necessary to show this conversion? If you are able to do the direct answer, that is equal to 42.365 kilometer, you can write it directly. Next, distance travelled by car is equal to 12 kilometer 460 meter. Same, you have to write it finally as equal to 12.460 kilometer. How you get that is shown in the form of steps. Then distance travelled by walking is 640 meter. 640 meter means when we convert into kilometers, we have to divide by 1000. That gives us 0.640 kilometers. Now that we have converted this entire numbers into decimal fractions, the distance, we will add them using this decimal fractions. Therefore, total distance travelled altogether is equal to distance travelled by bus plus distance travelled by car plus distance travelled by walking is equal to 42.365 kilometer plus 12.460 kilometer plus 0.640 kilometer. The addition is shown below. Okay, you add 5, 6 plus 6 12 and 4 16, 1 carry over, 6 plus 4 10, 13 and 1 14, 1 carry over, 2 plus 2 4, 1 5, 4 plus 1 5. Thus, the total distance travelled by Avinash altogether is 55.465 kilometers. So first we convert them into kilometers and then add them. Okay, the sum is very simple. Do try to solve it on your own. Question number 5. Aisha bought 1.80 meter of cloth for her salwar and 2.25 meter for her kurta. If the cloth cost 120 rupees per meter, how much must she pay the shopkeeper? So we will have to add the cloth that is required by her and multiply finally by 120. That way we will come to know how much she has to pay to the shopkeeper. So let's see the steps. Total length of cloth bought is equal to, add it up, 1.80 meter plus 2.25 meter is equal to 4.05 meter. Working is shown below. Cost of 1 meter of cloth is equal to rupees 120. Therefore, cost of 4.05 meter of cloth is equal to that total cloth 4.05 into the cost 120 is equal to 405 upon 100. We convert it into a fraction. Okay, so 405 upon, after point there are two places, so upon 100 you have to take, into 120 is equal to 405 into 120 upon 100 into 1 is equal to 48,600 upon 100. 0 gets cancelled and you are left with rupees 486. Therefore, amount to be paid to the shopkeeper is rupees 486. Question number 6. Sujata bought a watermelon weighing 4.25 kg and gave 1 kg 750 grams to the children in her neighborhood. How much of it does she have left? Now she bought a watermelon, okay, and she gave a part of it. So what is left is we'll come to know only when we subtract, right? So let's see the solution now. Total weight of the watermelon is equal to 4.25 kg. Weight of the watermelon given to the children is equal to, convert it into kilograms in decimal, 1 kg 750 grams becomes 1.75 kg. So now we will subtract. Weight of the watermelon left with her is equal to total weight of watermelon minus weight of the watermelon given to the children, which is equal to 4.25 kg minus 1.75 kg is equal to 2.5 kg. The working is shown below. So you can say that the weight of watermelon left with Sujata is 2.5 kg. Okay. Last sum, question number 7. Anita was driving at a speed of 85.6 kilometers per hour. The road had a speed limit of 55 kilometers per hour. By how much should she reduce her speed to be within the speed limit? So, her speed is given and the limit is also given. And now we can see that her speed is more than the limit. So, to find how much she should reduce, we have to subtract, right? So, let's see the solution. Original driving speed of Anita is equal to 85.6 kilometers per hour. Speed limit for driving is equal to 55 kilometers per hour. Therefore, speed reduced by her to be within the speed limit is equal to original driving speed of Anita minus speed limit for driving is equal to 85.6 kilometers per hour minus 55 kilometers per hour. This is equal to 30.6 kilometers per hour. The working is shown below. Thus, Anita needs to reduce her speed by 30.6 kilometers per hour to be within the speed limit. So, these were some simple sums based on addition and subtraction of decimal